Today we're here in Sevierville, Tennessee, and we're here at Douglas Lake. And our plans for today is we're just going to drive around the back country roads looking for barns. I have this passion. I don't talk a lot about it, but I like taking photos of barns and old like Tennessee homes and like tractors that might be like decaying in a field and just unique things. You know, you never know what you're going to find on these back roads. From here, we're going to head up to Jefferson County, taking in all those back roads that we talked about. And then I think we're going to go to one of the locations where we made one of our first vlogs. You ready, Dawn?
Ready.
Let's do this. They have a map of the area here, and right now we're here on Douglas Dam, and our plan is to go up to Jefferson County, which is up here near Cherokee Dam, up in that way somewhere, and we're going to take back roads around. Then I think we're going to come back through Dandridge or something, and then back to Sevier County. So we're going to be doing a little Sevier County today, and a little bit of Jefferson County, or what the locals call Jeff County. That's how you say if you're local. Jeff County. They have a turbine up here, like the ones they use to create electricity. And they got a little bit of history, a little reading up here. Of course, a valley of hardships. Before the TVA, the area used to flood out and ruin a lot of crops. Now they can control the lake levels, and that created a lot of jobs in the area and protection of wildlife. Of course, they got a really cool bronze statue here of some of the wildlife around the dam, and a little turtle there, and a heron. It's got a little fish in his mouth. Really cool. And then they talk about the dam. Yes, 6,220 labor working hours around the clock, 384 days for the dam to be completed. And then they talk a little bit about how the dam works, and you could say the dam is a veteran of World War II. It was created so they can produce electricity, so they can make aluminum and stuff for the war efforts. But look at that. Absolutely amazing up here. Even if you're not much into history, you definitely have to come up here for the beautiful views. This is one of my favorite places to stop off. And you can see all the mountains, Douglas Lake. Of course, it's in cloud cover today. On clear days, you can see pretty much forever. So they have restrooms up here if you need them. They have a nice picnic area, a very nice picnic area, plenty of parking. Of course, you have this lookout here. Down below over there's another parking lot. In fact, we'll take you down that parking lot next. You can get a closer look at the dam. And then way down over there is where we'll go last. And we'll show you the ramp and the water levels. We visit here quite often, but we rarely take any video for you all. And we decided today, let's show you this and show you some countryside. So many people have carved their name into this. You can't even, I think maybe 102 feet. Of course, 705 feet in length. And it was built in 1942, and there it is. But take a look at the view. So that is Mount LeConte straight ahead. In fact, it's so cloudy you can't even see the top of it. Those guys are...
What's going on there?
I think those guys have been canoeing for way too long, haven't you?
Yeah. Talk about up creek without a paddle.
We're over here at the Douglas Lake boat launch, and normally the water comes right up to the edge here, but during the winter months they drop the levels of the lake. Last summer we've taken a pontoon through here, and we've been all through here on the pontoon. Do you remember coming through in the pontoon? Yeah.
I like the pontoon. It was fun.
Yeah. You can't do it. Well, I guess you could do it this time of year. I don't know. I don't see no boats. I mean, you could launch a boat, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know if they do that at the marinas this time of year because the water is so low. And you can see some folks down there, and they're
beautiful here today.
It is. But you can see some folks down there, and it looks like they're doing some metal detecting or something, or looking for, I don't know, who knows what.
Got a flashlight.
Yeah, maybe looking for rings or what have you. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that. The sun's just peeking through, and it's highlighting the mountains over there. It's a beautiful place to come down and do some boating, maybe some fishing. We had a blast when we were down here with the pontoon, and we will definitely do it again next year. In fact, we were talking about taking it all day this time.
I think you need to be pretty much on it all day.
Yeah, and all day. There's English Mountain straight ahead. Yeah, they do drop the water levels quite low during the winter months. But, yeah, absolutely beautiful. We're down in the 40s. Yesterday we were up in the 60s. It just shows you how fast the weather can change here in the Great Smoky Mountains. And let's go take a look at the boat dock. So this here is the boat launch. It's a pretty big one. Yeah, you can see where the lake levels usually are. So it's dropped a good maybe 10, 15, 20 feet. You can drive your vehicle right down in there. So if you're out by the Douglas Dam, you have to go to the dam store. Yeah, you just have to. You have to stop by. It's a damn good store. It's really. Yeah, and across the street they have damn good ice cream. And I think they have damn good funnel cakes just over that way. Yeah, $2.90 a gallon, $4.45 for the diesel. Oh yeah, I love that shirt. Go places. Of course, that's what we're doing today. We're going places, aren't we?
Yellow Jeep.
In the Yeller Jeep. We are going places in the Yeller Jeep today. We're on go places. You never know what you'll find on the back roads of Tennessee. And one of the things I like looking for is old barns, old Tennessee style homes, just things like that. It's a very rainy on and off day, kind of gloomy, probably not the best day to be doing a video like this. Look at that barn. That's really cool. A rainy day. You can't control the weather. You gotta take it for what it is. And a lot of these roads are just wide enough for a car, so you gotta pull over if somebody's coming at you. Well, there's cows on top of that hill over there. I wonder if they're limousines. Just a regular old barn. Oh, I like this barn here because it's kind of like, it's on an angle. You see that? Couple barns in there.
Oh wow, there's a lot of them.
There's an outhouse in the middle of this field, technically in the middle of nowhere. There's a little like metal bore or something. You never know what you'll find in these mountains. And check out this old junkyard. That's a Galaxy 500 right there. There's a lot of classics in this one. Oh wow, there's an old Cadillac down there. A lot of 60s and 70s. Yeah, so you're driving down the road, you come across these old junkyards and things like that. And people don't think much of them, but there's some relics to be had. Maybe some fixer-uppers that might be down there, or parts for some of those folks out there restoring. And this one here has got a lot of 60s and 70s cars in there. Oh, there's another barn. Yeah, it's a modern day barn. Still being used. So we're here in New Market, Tennessee. It's located between Jefferson City and Knoxville. And we are here at Houston Mineral Water. It is a miracle. Actually, it's been blessed by angels, a lot of folks say. Yeah, so it's been, gosh, it's been a good 5, maybe 6 years since we did the vlog on here. And it was one of my first ones, and kind of, you know, it's kind of scuffy, I guess is what some folks would say. Houston's Mineral Water. This building is the exact same building that it was in 1931, except for that would have been the original door. So anyways, here we are, and pretty much it's just pretty much a sink and a drinking fountain and what have you. But there is a special story behind this. But there's an interesting story here. So Houston, he had a business here, and he had an ailment. You know, he had a lot of kidney stones, just a lot of, and he just couldn't sleep at night, and just, you know, well, one of those sleepless nights, he had a dream. An angel came to him, and out in the yard, they pointed to an exact spot to drill a well at 252 feet exactly. He would get that help, that cure he was looking for all his kidney stones and everything else. So he hired a well company to come out and to drill this well. And they got about 100 feet and hit water, and the drill company said, hey, you're good to go. He says, no, it's got to be 252 feet. And so they went down a little bit further and hit more water, and then they got down to around 200. And boom, I mean, they hit like a huge set of water. But he said, you still have to keep drilling. And these guys thought he was crazy. Well, you know, so they got down to 252 feet. And of course, he started drinking the water, and it started to cure him. So the word got out that he had healing water, and folks started coming over, and he started charging 25 cents a bottle and what have you. And here it is today. And folks are coming in droves, filling up all their bottles and everything else. It was one of the first vlogs we did for the channel, maybe the first 10 or 20, and we have never visited since. And a very unique story about this we'll talk about here shortly. And it's open from 8 a.m. to 8 o'clock p.m. Oh yeah, it's exactly the way I remembered it years ago. So this is it right here. This is where you come to get the angel's water. Now, we've been here, you remember, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, you're talking at the beginning of our channel, like one of the first 10 vlogs or so that we had done. But that's the water of angels. So how does the water of angels taste?
Kind of like angel's water.
Kind of like water, that's what I think. It's kind of like holy water.
Minerals in it.
Yeah. So, what do you think about the...
This is awesome.
Is it awesome? And here it is. I remember this sign here. But a very interesting story to be told here. Water blessed by an angel. Yes. And there's some newspaper articles on the walls in here talking about the healing miracle this water will bring to you if you drink it And there's always folks in and out of here. In fact, there was a couple just there. Then there was a couple just before that. We've been waiting for a moment when there's nobody in here so we can film and talk and not bother anybody trying to get the miracle water. They have all their water reports from over the years telling you exactly what this water has in it. And they say that it's really high on a lot of different minerals and stuff like that. There's the little house. And there's the water. It goes all the way down to 252 feet. So it's open from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., 365 days a year. They have an area where you can fill up, your big jugs, and a lot of folks will bring some pretty big jugs with them. They even have a drinking fountain. Now let's taste this water from Angels, huh? What do you think, Don?
It was touched by an angel.
It was touched by an angel, yes. It does taste like it has a lot of mineral in it. That's just me. Or maybe all this talk of mineral, it's just in my head that way. But pretty cool little spot, little hidden gem that not everybody knows about unless you're local. But that couple we just talked to come from over 100 miles away to fill up their bottles. They say it works. It's healing waters. It's been blessed by angels. Pretty cool. It was great to come back and visit it. We probably need to come here more often and fill up our bottles, but it is kind of a drive. It's not too bad for us. I mean, we get here in about an hour and turn around, go back, be a 2-hour trip. But it's a cool little story. And yeah. And they got a really nice little town. Of course, that's Houston's mineral water over there. But this is New Market, Tennessee. It's a cute little town here. Beautiful church. Across the street from Houston's mineral water here. Beautiful, beautiful church. And across the street from that is a Civil War heritage landmark. Wow, this was here during the Civil War. It has that look, doesn't it? It does have that look. Yeah. And they got a lot of really cool old buildings over there. That looks like another, maybe like a little store of some sort over there. Yeah. It says Civil War Heritage Landmark. Of course, Houston's mineral water is just over this way. And it's very busy over here. And it looks like there's a seed shop yonder there. So New Market has got a little bit of history here. You got some really cool historical landmarks. Of course, the Water of Angels is here. So we're here in Jefferson City, Tennessee. I think they call this the Mossy Creek area. I'm assuming, anyways. This downtown is like a lot of downtowns. It's kind of been forgotten. It's off the beaten path these days. The railroads doesn't run through here as much as it used to. But at one time, this would have been a thriving area. Now, don't let this fool you, because Jefferson City has got a Walmart, it's got McDonald's, it's got all the modern conveniences up on the main road. They even have a Pals and a Hoagie Shop, which is kind of like a hidden gem here. Maybe we'll show you that after this. But anyways, let's take a look at downtown, because it's kind of a really amazing looking downtown. You got the railroad tracks running through the center of it, different levels, kind of just really unique. Carson Newman Christian University is here, and it's a pretty big campus. Oh, this says The Vault, Mossy Creek, established in 2021. So there is some revival going on, or at least a little bit. Got a little bit of Christmas in this window here. It used to be an old bank or something at one time. Historic Mossy Creek District, downtown, established in 1788. So this area is called Mossy Creek And a lot of these storefronts have seen better days, let's say that. But I like how they put historic photos on some of the windows. And they were showing Main Street in the 1940s. Yeah. Used to have a First National Bank here, a Lloyd May clothing company, a J.B. Dick's 5 and 10. It was a vibrant area. Of course, the railroad tracks ran through here, and back in the day, that would have been the way to get around. That was the interior of the Mossy Creek Bank, and now they had an old train depot. I think it burnt down years ago, and they've built something new there. But that would have been the place to be. Mossy Creek Bank. You can see the roof has since fallen in, kind of starting to disappear. History starting to disappear. Now, I didn't know this, but they had Jefferson City Hometown Christmas, second Saturday in December. That could have been some fun, right? And you can see there's a great big section of downtown that has disappeared, and this building looks like it's starting to see the same demise here. Or maybe they're gonna try to save some of this. You know, they got some equipment in there. Well, maybe not, because the tire is kind of flat. It's been sitting there for a while. But there was a storefront here. Not much left of it now, you know. There's an old service station on the corner. It's seen better days also. So this caught Dawn's eye. And she's like, what is that down there? It looks like a little storefront here. And there's what is that? A gorilla?
I think so.
Yeah, there's a gorilla.
Like a metal cat hanging off of him.
You know, and then there's an arrow. But there's an arrow pointing up. And it shows that guy up there. I don't know.
He's even got tennis shoes on.
You know, that's kind of on the creepy side, Dawn, if you think about it.
And then there's a spider with a spider web in it.
I think he's trying to, like, drop something on you if you got close enough. He might not be friendly.
Probably not.
And a little further down the road is a monkey and a parrot just hanging randomly from a tree. Oh, there's a little stream running through there.
Looks clean.
So this used to be Cecil's Cafe, drinks and sandwiches, the City Grill. Oh, so this was a little sandwich shop at one time, or a little cafe. So this is the Godwin Brothers building in the 1900s. So maybe a little department store or something. Yeah, the Old City Cafe. I absolutely love that sign. Definitely screams like the 60s. Maybe the 70s, even the 50s even, I don't know. Yeah, Godwin Brothers storefront. Yeah, it looks like everybody, they're having some fun, aren't they? This guy here looks like he's a gangster, right? He's like, yeah, go get him, Chuck. I don't know, doesn't it look like gangsters, right? Yeah, he looks like he'd be fun to talk to. This storefront is long gone, except for the back wall. And there's the old basement down there. Not much left of it, is there? This is where the old train depot would have sat. Of course, I think it burnt down years ago. And they got this little pavilion now. Mossy Creek Station. Of course, the railroad tracks are literally across the street. And they have two of them. Train Depot, Jefferson City, Tennessee. And this building here was the old post office. And here's some storefronts here, right next to the railroad tracks. And that's the area we just came from over there. So there's like different areas of this downtown. You have a whole another section down by the river here. Our old hardware store, lumber company now. I see this a lot where there's a door that goes to like nowhere. Of course, there probably was steps coming down at one time, but it's even locked. Here's a really fun looking door here, Dawn. Kind of one you want to visit, right? Kind of on the creepy side, huh?
Yeah, it's on the creepies.
Yeah. It's your opportunity to do your first abandoned video, Dawn.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah. We don't do that.
Not really.
Yeah. It's not a really good thing to do. Yeah, this used to be an old lumber yard. That's what that was there. Well, that's a good way of keeping your building from falling over. Have your backhoe just hold up the wall.
With some meal mix.
Yeah. Also, there's a couple of graffiti artists. I love these old downtowns. Of course, not all of them can be saved. This one here has a lot of potential, but you got to have the money and folks who want to fix them up. And this one here is just getting to a point where it's going to be very hard to save. And yet again, don't let this downtown represent Jefferson, because Jefferson is a great area. In fact, I have some friends that live here, and they love it. It's just a great city, a great place to live in the area. But we wanted to show you a little bit of history, because this town is very unique with the railroad tracks running through it and the different levels of the town. You don't see that everywhere. I love this old neon, Carl's Home Center. You see a few pieces of neon still there, but a lot of it's gone. Yeah, Franklin Supermarket. It's no longer a supermarket. The building is well preserved. And this top tier of town is very well preserved. A lot of businesses. Looks like there might be an eatery just over there. And you can see that the town is built on tiers coming up as you come up from the riverbanks, going all the way up. Now you go up there, you have your Walmarts, you have all your modern day shopping. There's even a little Caesars, everything up that way. This is just an old downtown I wanted to show you. I want to show you a little history here in Tennessee. Now I am hungry. And if you're in Jefferson, where do you go? You'd probably say Pales, because they do have a Pales here. In fact, this is the closest Pales, I would say, to, like Pigeon Forge and Gallenberg. But I think we're going to go to the Hoagie Shop. They have yeah, it's like a local thing. One of the local. There's actually a lot of great local things around here. Those will be future videos. But we're going to hit up the Hoagie Shop.
What is that, subs?
Subs. But they're really good ones. Okay. I love that old city hall there. It's no longer their city hall, but it just has style. I love how the steps go up to the front door. It's like that bell tower. Yeah, I love these old homes. Look at that house. This is Carson Newman Christian University here. It's a pretty big campus. I mean, they have a lot of buildings. Got a huge stadium. And this is where we're going, the Hoagie Shop. Just a little place. deli sandwiches, and I love hot deli sandwiches. 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. and 9 on the weekends. It's a very cozy place in here, and it smells really, really good, and I think we're about to get busy. There's a bunch of cars that just pulled up, and it wasn't badly priced. 2 sandwiches and 2 drinks were $20. Seems to be real reasonable. That was quite the little road trip. Of course, we went places today, didn't we? In the little yeller Jeep.
Of course.
And
Life is good.
this is a great place to end this vlog, you know, right here, just kind of having a local treat here. Very well known in the area. A lot of my friends that live in the area highly suggest this place. Oh, and there they are. Oh, wow. So this here, I think, is the Italian. Oh, it comes with a little peppercini, and you got pickle and all that. Looking really, really good. I think their bread is homemade here, and this must be the
Yankee.
the Yankee, and that thing looks huge. Absolutely. Wow. We'll go ahead and get into it, I guess. Oh, wow. So look at that.
It's making a mess. It's good.
Was it good?
I'm a little disappointed though because the bread is soggy.
Oh, the bread got a little soggy on you. Yeah. Look at, there's green peppers. I mean, like whole green peppers hanging from it. It smells, I can smell the pepper on it. And that is the Yankee there. Looking good. It's not toasted or nothing. Where Dawn's was toasted. So
Looks good.
a sub fit for a Yankee, right? In the South, right? It looks good. Looks like it's a decent amount. The bread looks like it's homemade here. Ooh, definitely smell the green pepper is like very potent. Let's give it a try. Okay. So do you remember the Kmart Super Subs?
Yeah, I do remember
Yeah.
those. Those are pretty good.
Kind of reminds me of that. And that's a compliment. Really it is. I mean, a lot better. It has more meat and all that, you know, but it's like the same style.
Peppercini.
Yeah, peppercini. Good. Yeah. So Dawn gave me her other half because you said the bun was a little soggy.
I don't want the soggy bun.
I'm gonna try it. This one's grilled, obviously. They put a lot of meat on it. That's good. And yeah, you probably shouldn't have got the Italian dressing on it. That's what kind of made it soggy. If you had ordered it like maybe on the side, you could have dipped it.
Yeah.
It would have been a lot better. So I ordered the Yankee sub, which is not toasted. I wish I would have known that before I ordered, but I got into the order of it and I was like, okay. But Dawn ordered the Italian sub, which does come toasted. Those prices seem to be really, really good. And of course, we ordered 2 Cokes, and our total came out to $20.15. We started at Douglas Dam in Sevier County, and then we drove up to Strawberry Plains, and then we head over to New Market. We saw Houston's mineral water, and that was really cool. Really good story behind it. Like I said, if we lived closer, I'd probably go up there and get the water. I mean, it's an interesting story, and there's so many people that have said that it has healed them of their illness. It is amazing. It's an amazing story there. Lots of fun. And then we drove up to Jefferson City. We looked at the old downtown, the old Mossy Creek area, which has a lot of charm. Unfortunately, it's getting not in, you know, it's not in, it's seen better days, I guess, in other words. And then we ended it at the Hoagie Shop. Yes, this kind of a staple of the area. And there's a lot of other restaurants and things in the area we know about. And if you want to see those, put in the comments below if you want to see more of this. And even if you have some suggestions of things to do in the East Tennessee area, put them in the comments below. It was a fun day. It was a gloomy day. It was a cold day. It rained a little bit here and there, but it ended up being nice, or at least not raining on us totally. So what did you think about the Hoagie Shop?
It was good.
It was good.
I got an Italian sub. I took a bite of it and it was so good. I was just disappointed because the bread was soggy. So next time I'll just ask for the Italian dressing on the side so I can dip it.
I agree with you. It just, yeah, it did. And then Dawn's like, you know. So you ate one half of mine.
And then I ate some of his Yankee sub. Yum.
Now, you know what it reminds me?
Like a Kmart sub.
It reminds me of a Kmart sub. That's not a bad thing because I like them.
I used to like them too.
I think what it had to do with was the mustard and a little bit of mayo and those onions really made it taste like a Kmart sub. And don't take it like that's a bad thing, because Kmart super subs were good.
I like those.
Yeah, but the quality of meats were really good, and they use fresh green pepper and everything else. I see the reason why this is a local favorite. But folks, that's gonna do it for today here in Jefferson City. If you guys like this vlog, give it a thumbs up. Also, if you haven't, please subscribe, because you don't know what we're gonna be up to next.
And until next time, thanks for watching.
Bye everyone.
Bye everyone.
Jeff City.
Jeff City.